A Freilich and Chanukah to all. Hope everyone is doing well. We're going to share with you the following story. A family is preparing for the first night of Chanukah, and they're going to be hosting future Mechutonim. In other words, their son is dating a young lady, and it appears that within the next few days they're going to be getting engaged, and they're going to be welcoming into their house people who in the future they're going to be sharing basically children and, God willing, grandchildren. And it's an intense moment. You want to make a good impression, right? You're not fighting about money yet, so you want to get along and you want to show how balabatish you are and how honorable you are. So as the head of the household, the father is walking through the house and checking out all details. He notices that the youngest child, the 5-year-old, is planning to light a menorah they made in kindergarten. Now, this menorah was a mixture of Play-Doh and wood, painted by a 5-year-old who perhaps has some talents, but not in arts and crafts. For the father, this did not appear to be something that they should be presenting in their house as they're going to welcome the future Mechutonim. So he turns to the 5-year-old and he says, listen here, Shimole, you know what we're going to do? We're going to run over to the store and we're going to purchase for you a nice menorah, a very nice menorah, and that's what you're going to light tonight. And the 5-year-old said, absolutely not. This is magnificent. I made it in school. I sat there. I put effort into it. This is what I want to light. So it became a little bit of an issue, and the father obviously trying to convince the son and convince himself that the right thing to do is to go ahead and purchase a nicer menorah. And obviously in his own mind he's thinking there's a mitzvah of hidur mitzvah to beautify a mitzvah. But the son, the child, is persistent as well. So he decides to call his Rebbe and ask him for some guidance. How do I deal with this situation? I want to enhance the mitzvah, to beautify it, to convince the child to light something honorable, and the child is presenting something that is far from it. So the Rebbe tells him the following: you need to know and realize that when the Hashmonaim walked into the Beis Hamikdash and lit the first menorah, this was not the golden menorah. It was actually gone. It was not there. The Greeks took it. The Talmud tells us that the menorah lit year one was actually made from spits of iron covered with tin. That's what they had and that's what they used. The Talmud notes that only afterwards they were able to collect some funds and they upgraded it into a silver one, eventually back to a gold menorah. But year one, it was not the most honorable. Nevertheless, we celebrate that lighting more than anything else because it was done with heart. It was done with commitment. It was done with an appreciation to the Almighty that we could perform the mitzvah. For the 5-year-old, notes the Rebbe, this menorah that is made out of wood and perhaps clay and perhaps a little bit of Play-Doh and spray painted and perhaps a few crayons sticking out, for the child, this is what is dear. This is what is significant. And therefore, for him, it's the greatest hidur. This is what's considered beautiful. And when it comes to your Mechutonim, worry not. That should be the smallest of all issues that you're going to have to deal with them in the future. And Bezrat Hashem, we hope, only for good things. And that's the story, and obviously there's a message there that what we do, even if it's not ideal, but if we do it with our heart and we do it with appreciation, it has value. And this is not a regular Chanukah. It's not a Chanukah the way we celebrate as a community together. And for many families, this is a challenging time. We're not getting together the way we are used to. But what we do has great value. We should appreciate it because the Almighty is appreciating it. And there's no question in my mind that with a good attitude and with prayer, we're going to merit much better Chanukas in the future for many, many years and good health to come. It should be a wonderful day. We should hear good news. Bye-bye.